Fortnite's creative mode has been an incredible tool ever since it was added to the game years ago, but in March of 2023, Epic Games released Creative 2.0, a massively updated version of the tool that the community has been going nuts with. In this video, we're going to show you 10 of the best Creative 2.0 maps on the market right now, including the codes you need to check them out. So make sure you have a notepad ready to write these codes down as we go along, because you're definitely going to want to check all of these out. At number 10, we have Color Switch. You know all those color-based minigames and Fall Guys? If you can't get enough of those, you should give Color Switch a shot. And in case you think I'm being sarcastic right now, I'm really not trying to be, because Color Switch is a really impressive game with a ton of effort put into the map itself and all the little details in the environment. On top of that, the gameplay is super addicting, and it didn't become one of the most popular maps in the game for no reason. So if you want to try the color tile game from Fall Guys taken to its natural limit, use island code 141573210392 and come back and tell us how you did. At number 9, we have Scary Doll. Created by user CoolLight69, nice, Scary Doll takes creative mode to a whole new level, turning it into a horror game with some surprisingly top-notch atmosphere. You wouldn't really expect a horror game to be made out of something as goofy as Fortnite, but Scary Doll is surely going to be a favorite of reaction YouTube channels for a while, take that as you will. You try to find a breaker to turn on before escaping in one piece, but since the title of the game is Scary Doll, you probably know it won't be as easy as it sounds. So if you're a fan of jump scares and horror games, use code 7595-1913-2803 to try out Scary Doll. At number 8, we have Forest Guardian, and while the gameplay in this is still a bit basic, that's not really the point of booting it up, you know? Forest Guardian is essentially a tech demo showing the boundaries of what's possible in this new creation tool, and frankly, it's breathtaking. You walk through a mysterious forest and come face to face with an insane dragon-like creature, and again, the gameplay isn't anything too special or demanding, but the visuals and atmosphere are incredible. I never thought we'd see anything like this in a game like Fortnite. So if you want to see Creative 2.0 pushed to its absolute limit in terms of visuals and conversion, use code 0348 4483 3263. At number 7, we have Uncle Pete's Pyramid Pickle. Try to say that without spitting into your microphone. Created by user Spanky Sully, Pyramid Pickle is an old-school side-scrolling arcade game that looks and plays amazing. Like most old-school 2D games, the goal is simple. You just reach the objective without getting crushed by various obstacles, although it's a lot harder than it sounds. Fans of 2D platformers will love this map, and fans of Fortnite will get a kick out of how diverse the creative mode maps are actually becoming. The code for Uncle Pete's Pyramid Pickle is 0762 7326 5726. At number 6, we have The Arcade, which is kind of a few different games in one, but how many of you are actually around for the Flappy Bird craze? Like, how many of you were like actually playing Flappy Bird on your iPod Touch or whatever? Because this may seem like a bit of a dumb addition to the list, but The Arcade is basically a remake of a bunch of different arcade games that's going to be expanded upon in the future, and the main one right now is a remake of Flappy Bird. And out of all the Flappy Bird clones that have shown up over the years, this actually might be my favorite. Again, Infinity Studios, the map's creator, have stated that they're planning on adding a ton of other classic mobile and arcade games to the map, so if you want to drop another 50 hours into Flappy Bird, go ahead and use code 3638 6410 4991. At number 5, we have Deserted Domination. One of the first things the Fortnite community did with the new creative mode is make a Call of Duty alternative, and honestly, they super pulled it off. Deserted Domination not only overhauls the art style to look more like a Golden Age Call of Duty game, but it also perfectly rebuilds the core gameplay loop of that franchise. I never thought I'd say this, but Deserted Domination might actually be a better Call of Duty game than Modern Warfare 2. So if you're getting annoyed with modern Call of Duty, or you just miss classic Call of Duty, use code 8035 1519 2959. At number 4, we have Pirate Adventure. This elaborate pirate game was made by 3D Labs and may end up giving Skull and Bones a run for its money. I mean, if Ubisoft doesn't want to put out a pirate game, why not just let the Fortnite community do it? And frankly, Pirate Adventure is already a fantastic game, and it's only going to get better with time and updates. You venture around an open world and jump from island to island, completing quests and collecting booty along the way. So if you want to put on an eye patch and a pirate hat, use code 2810-0903 5967. At number 3, we have Gemstone Tycoon, and when I saw this map, I genuinely thought it was from a completely different game. Again, created by Infinity Studios, Gemstone Tycoon has you playing as the owner of a gemstone company in a showdown with other companies trying to generate more money per second. It's basically a competitive RTS mixed with Fortnite, mixed with all the really addictive elements of mobile games, and it's super fun. So if you want to give Gemstone Tycoon a try, use code 6265 7588 5080 and just see how many hours you end up sinking into it. At number 2, we have OG Battle Royale, and you know, this shouldn't be a surprise. Fans have been asking for the original Fortnite map to make a comeback ever since Epic started making adjustments to it all those years ago, and it's been 6 years since the original map came out. With every new iteration of creative mode comes a new wave of OG map imitators, but this new one by Atlas Creative is easily the best one I've seen. This map not only perfectly recreates the OG map, but it also brings back all the old mechanics, making it feel almost perfect. The team is also currently working on ironing out all the kinks and getting the player count up to 100 people, just like the original version of the game. So if you want to try this map out, and you really should, the code is 2179 7822 3395. But at number 1 is Chapter 1 Season 3, and I'll admit the original Fortnite map was never my favorite. It's nostalgic for sure, but I think most of my best memories with this game, and the reason I still pay attention to the game at all, is thanks to the map that was there a few seasons in, which is why I'm giving this map the number 1 spot. It's once again created by Atlas Creative, but instead of recreating the original map, it recreates Chapter 1 Season 3's map in all of its glory and, again, all of the original mechanics. And it's incredible to me just how much effort has gone into making sure this game feels as accurate as possible to the original version of the game. There's a handful of bugs that the team is working on, and the goal is to make it perfectly playable with 100 players, just like the good old days. So if you want to get hit in the face with nostalgia, use code 2179 7822 3395. Those are our picks for the best creative maps on the market right now. A little bit of a different kind of video, I know, not really any leaks in this, but it never hurts to give creative people and really passionate communities a little bit of attention with stuff like this. So let us know what you think about these maps down in the comments, make sure you sub to the channel, and we'll see you in the next one.